After eating chips and soda?
Yes.
You found yourself somewhere in a bush?
Somewhere in the bush. I don't know what happened from there. How comes the police slept on the border to allow these people to pass with us? In fact, they failed me. This meat is different with other meats I've been eating.
It was human flesh.
Yes. Do you know, they believe if you eat the human flesh, you will become something with extraordinary powers. You will be now coming in another, having another mind. Even if they tell you to kill your mother, you will become like animals, become like a demons.
So for you, did you eat this meat?
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.
Now, Hotking Daniel.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
First of all, why did you call yourself Hotking Daniel?
Hotking Daniel is the name because I have passed in very different challenge and I was conquering them. So I become up as a king on my side and a hot king because whatever comes on my side, I kick it out and I get the channel to continue.
Yeah. I love your accent. And I think that is where I want us to start from. So, who is Daniel? Maybe for those who don't know you, maybe you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, Daniel is a servant of God. And I'm a preacher of the gospel. I do music, and also I'm writing a book about the channel of the soul, and another one about from a child soldier to a servant of God. That's the channel begins 1994 there at the age of 15 years. Something happened in my life that changed my life up to now. Tuning those days to watching a video or having a video somewhere, it was not easy. So the video, you can find it in Kakamega. And my grandmother, she was staying in Kakamega there.
Is that your background, Kakamega?
Yes, I'm from Kakamega.
Kakamega?
Yes.
Yeah, watu wa Kakamega County. Watu kutuma salamu.
Yes.
And so how your school life, which school did you go to?
Do you know, by that time I was staying in Bungoma. I had a land in Bungoma. In fact, I was born in Bungoma. I grew in Bungoma up to 15 years there. That's how, because when the video closed, I used to go to stay in Kakamega. Yeah. So my father returned to Kakamega County, I think, the year 2000.
How many are you in your family?
We are 7.
7?
Yes.
Are you the firstborn?
Fourthborn.
Fourthborn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So when school closed, I used to go to stay with my grandmother there in Kakamega. After work, she used to give us some money because to go to watch a video. And one day it was me. We were seven children. We used to go to watch a video, me and the neighbors. But the man who's grown up than me was 16 years. So we are the leader of those children. We used to go to a video. The day we were there watching a very nice commandos.
I think I remember those days, yeah.
Those days,
Commando,
Predator.
It's Predator. I remember.
We were watching now Predator. The people, they come inside. Now we are children. We used to stay in front, down the floor. They just touch on our head, say, you come here. We'll come to see the next picture. There's a small work. Just come and help us. I don't know what was the plan, but for us, we go because we are happy. We are coming to watch another movie for free. We went there. There's some small boxes. We are loading the truck. The truck, it was there, so they used to. There's boxes like 50 of them in the numbers of them. After finishing, they gave us chips and soda. That was the end. I don't know what happened from there. I don't know, it took us how many days to travel from Kenya up to the bush where you find ourselves.
So
I don't know
after eating chips and soda,
yes,
you found yourself somewhere in a bush.
Somewhere in the bush. I don't know what happened from there. So wake up people there. Those people, they are pouring on us the cold water for us to wake up. And opening the eyes, I saw I am in the bush, surrounding with those rebels.
How many were you?
We were 7.
7.
We were 7 children.
So 7 that actually these were actually they took you from Bungoma now. From Kakamega now.
Yes.
Okay.
Now going there, they brought on us the cold water. Waking up now, you find yourself surrounding with the rebels. Now you are unconscious. You don't know what's happening. And now the issue for a boy child is just to cry for your mother. Everybody they are now crying, they want to see my mother. And the young one, he was like 4.5 years. And the question, it was just one. And even those they were not understanding even the English by that time. The question is just one: will you cooperate or not? So I am lucky because I was not the first to be asked that question.
Yes.
Because if any man could say, I want to go home to see my mother. But they asked the small one, will you cooperate or not? He said, no, I want my mother. And because they cannot return you back home, and they don't want to have somebody who is stubborn in the bush, you will not cooperate with them, you will be bringing a lot of trauma there. So they don't want to somebody like that. They have, they hold his hands together, and they have a very sharp panga. They chopped those both hands.
What?
Yeah, they chopped live, and then they covered his mouth. So even if you cry, the voice cannot go out. He died like he was slaughtering a hen. And the second one also, they asked, will you cooperate or not? He said, no. Me, I want to see my mother. And also they did the same. They hold hands together, they chop those hands, you bleed, and you bleed when they are bending, put those blood, it just entered in that packet.
Oh my goodness.
So even that one died in that way. That one, it was me. Now, me, I said, let me say, yes, I will cooperate, so that they can either remove a finger, or they can do something but not killing me in that way. Let me accept it. And I say, me, I will cooperate. So they told me, come in this way. The remaining one, to see me I'm saved, they also accepted.
So how many died on the spot after being slaughtered?
2 of them.
2 of them?
Yeah.
So, and you're watching this?
Yeah, I was standing on the line.
At the age of 15?
At the age of 15. Well, we were there in the bush. So now, they separated us. After say now we cooperate, they separate us. Me, I went with another rebels, those who were coming from Congo. You know, this is the group of Lord and Army. Those days, Connie was recruiting now the young children from different countries to go to strengthen his army. He used to use the children for the fighting. Now me, I went to those people from those rebels from Congo, because now the bush where we start, it was in Dungamo in Uganda. Now I left those children. We came from them from Kenya. They remain in Dungamo. Me, I proceed to Congo, the bush, big one of the biggest bush called Goma and Pono. Those are the biggest bush. Now I went there to join those rebels.
Maybe for those who are still requiring, which year is this now?
1994.
1994.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was 1994, and on April. Yeah. So going there, the training, it was not easy, because the first time they took me for practicing how to cook. Now it was cooking, finishing cooking. Now they took me to train me as a doctor, because in rebels they don't have their own hospital.
Yes.
Yeah. So they train their own doctors. So I am a man for those who are selected to train as a doctor. Now when somebody get the short wound, they will come for me to nurse that wound, to heal that man, to help that man. So I worked like 1 full year. I was just trained as a doctor. Finishing that one now, I was given the gun to go now for
now military work.
Now the life in the bush, it was not easy.
So were you trained how to use the gun, or were you just given the gun?
They will train you. The training of guerrilla tactics is something very dangerous, and even you cannot imagine on the people who are still training, going under such training in this world, because there's just having the sharp weapon, and then you have to use moving the strings, you jump. If you fail on that to hold anything from up where you are supposed to hold, if you fall down, those things, you will die immediately. They just strike your stomach. So you have to be careful and to pray God first. Not easy. The training was not easy, because if you go training like you are used to go 15 daily, will be returning back 12 or 11. So what is happening to those people who When they slide, they will fall on the traps, and the traps, they will kill them.
Wow.
And those people who are fallen the trap, you will never see their crafts. Those bodies know that it will become you on your plate to eat.
Wait a minute.
Yes. There's no crafts in the bush. There's no crafts. There's no, you can find the bones, skeletons, but to find that body, even if it's animals are trying to eat, the difference between the something that the pirate using the teeth to eat and somebody using the knife. But when they give you food at night time, they don't want you to eat when the light is on. But even the bush, there's in darkness. They want you. We used to stay in the caves, sound like caves, stay in the caves. So we are just there. They will give you food, you eat. Greens like skuma, they will give you like if you count like 2 plates of skuma. But down you finish sukuma, there's some meat. You start eating that meat, very soft. Finishing to see the taste of this meat is different with other meats I've been eating. Now finishing, let me see what is happening. You have already eat 3 fingers. Now remaining 2, and you can't throw these 2. You have to eat. Now you say, I have eat more, let me finish, because now you have to eat to survive.
So it was human flesh.
Yes. Do you know, they believe if you eat the human flesh, you will become something with extraordinary powers. You will be now coming in another, having another mind. Even if they tell you to kill your mother, you will become like animals, like become like a demons.
So for you, did you eat this meat?
It was the daily meat. It was the daily meat.
Even after knowing.
After knowing that, that's why I was to become the stubborn. I was now decided to eat the green vegetable without even cooking. Have to go to get these kales, tomatoes, onion to prepare like a jumba to eat. But and either for me to go to look for the fish somewhere will eat. But after knowing this, the body meat, that was my last time.
Tell us about now life in this place, and after now you defying, saying that I'm not going to be eating this human flesh.
Yeah, the first things, I was selected to be a commander because I was passing every activities of using weapons, whatever. That's how I become commander. And a commander, you have to lead the one platoon is about 30 rebels. So I become a commander, and that was one of the good opportunity for me, not to eat those meats, and also I can move, even to go away to plan where we are going to attack, something like that.
Yes.
And now, being in the rebels, and I was active in Sunday school. In fact, I was a youth leader.
Even as a rebel? Before actually.
Before,
okay.
Yeah. So I was it now to 1 year in my pocket. I was having the Gideon small Bible in my pocket.
Yes.
So they used to several times I used to go to open Matthew 11:10 and Luke 7:27. The Bible say God will send a messenger before you go to prepare your way. And I believe and I trusted that one day I will go home. So I abstain from engaging of eating those things or also these evil activities, because the work of the rebels, they have to go to attack like the whole village, and they have to rape those mothers and their daughters at the same place. Now that the work of the rebels, and me being a commander, I was against those activities because I knew that it's against the God's plan. And I started against this. So now those people, they turn against me. They say to me, I was stopping them from enjoying for what they're supposed to do. So I went to the place called the Kalwese in Goma.
What?
Kalwese. And that's this interior place in Congo there. Going there to study about taking this mining, this gold. So struggling there, we start now getting money from there. And the money it was now, have a lot of money there. Now people, they have to buy women's like bread, you see. And me, I was against for somebody to go to rape us, any women's. Now finishing about what we were taking, it was around 2 p.m. I went to sit on a big rock somewhere, and down is a very great valley. Sitting there, one of the rebels, they find me there. They ask me, "You are the one who are stopping us to enjoy what we are supposed to do. Today now we want to kill you so that we can have freedom. We are rebels, and the work of rebels is to do the evil things." And me, I said, even if it is the work of doing the evil things, there's other things you cannot do, even you. That's how they hit my leg. Have a broken
bone,
a broken finger. And even this hand is broken. Like that's why it's bent like this.
Yes.
They hit me with a ball pen hammers. That's how I fall from that rock up to that valley. I broken one rib here, leg, this hand. I was broken there. And I am lying on the strip where the animals, they come to drink water from there.
What?
Now I am inside that water, feeling smelling of this elephant. They were coming for drink water. Now I'm there, I'm blocking that water from moving. The elephant came there, instead of stepping on me or killing me, it just lifted me to put me in another stone.
Using the tramp?
Yes.
Where?
Put me in another stone there. I was lying there. They drink water. After going back, now there's this women who used to come in there doing business about gold. They were coming there to buy those gold from the rebels. Now they were two coming, and they saw me lying. They said, that is our commander. Is it our commander, or who was that? They come find me. I was still breathing. They carried me now to go to put me in a small house, a temporary house in that bush. And then they covered me there. They start treating me with using the apples from the bush. They went to dig the hole to put me standing. They cover that hole. Now I remain that hole straight, so that like they're burying me when I'm alive. They cover me up to the neck. They bring another stone. They cover me around, so that even there's animals will be walking there, they cannot step on my head. Now I'll stay there 5 days standing. They'll come to give you water using a cup, whatever, but your hand and everything, but the body is already buried. After 5 days, they come to take him, to remove him from that.
So 5 days you are not moving?
Yeah, I'm buried. That all the mud is just in the neck. You can't move. Even if something bites you, hey, you have it was a terrible thing. So moving from, after 5 days, I was moved from there to go. They put me another place. Now this woman, they were coming every day to treating me with the apples, and the day I was able to heal and start walking and moving now. And I was healed very well, and I started my daily activities there. So I start planning about how to escape.
Yeah, because now you can't go back to those people.
I can't go there. I can't go there because they will kill me. Now I have to escape. And those people, if they find me reading the Bible, they say, my brain, it's not mixed up like their brain. So they have to give me weed. To smoke weed until I lie down like a dead man, because of the weed. I can smoke like 10 rolls of weed, non-stop. So I decided to escape. Escaping, it took me like 4 days being alone in the bush. You just sleep in the bush. You are walking alone. You are in fear. But the good things, I was a commander. Even there's a time I collide with some rebels also there. But we used to have a mark, because for the first time they used to have this iron the iron. They put that iron, that metal, in the fire. So it have this LRA. So they put your hand on the table, and they stamp that by using fire. Now that was it was just used like the ID card. So if they find you to ask you to confirm that you are their member, you have to show them the mark on your hands. So they saw the mark. They told me, let us move and go. I followed them, and I escaped around 3 a.m. early in the morning. Now I went.
Now let me ask, for all these days, what were you eating? Because also I know you
go eating. The first time do you know in the bush there's you have to go to look for the cassava. There's a cassava. There's a lot of fruits in the bush. Water. You survive. I was survived by eating those things. You see. Now for me trying to escape, I slept that day. You have to tie yourself with a rope on the tree, because down here, if you sleep down, there's animals, snakes and everything. Now you have to tie yourself on the tree. So the rain that day, it was too much. Reaching the morning around 8 a.m. there, I came down from that tree. I started now to say, let me sit here, because I was wet everywhere. But in my backside, I was in fear. You can't even trying, even if I can turn my neck, and I say no, I cannot turn my neck. And I say maybe those rebels, they have now got me, they want to kill me, or there's another, the government military. Now they have got me here. And I say, let me turn. Turning, it was just the leopard. Turning my nose, touched the nose of leopard. Yeah? I kissed the leopard that day. Me has to say. That day in my life history, I kissed I am the only man who kissed the leopard in this world. I kissed the leopard.
You kissed the leopard?
Yes. Turning my neck like this, my mouth, my nose touched closely with the leopard, and tried not to bite him in my neck. That's how we start fighting. I struggled with the leopard. At the last moment, I said, if you kill me, you will eat me. If I kill you, I will eat you. Because I was just imagining how this thing's going to kill me and to eat me in that way. No, and I said, I cannot die here without even my mother knowing where I am. No, this cannot happen. I have to try to fight. And I say, training took me like 6 months, training how I can fight, jumping and in everything. Now this is leopard, we have to fight. That's how I fight with the leopard. It was not easy, climbing the tree, coming down, jumping. Now you come now closer.
I think that's why you have AFC leopard. Yeah.
And I'm a spectator of leopard. AFC leopard. Yeah? Yes. Okay. Fighting the leopard. This is the mark. I have a lot of mark in my hands. Just trying fighting me. And they say you cannot eat me. And I came to realize I have a sharp knife in my shoes. I removed that sharp knife, and I say, if you kill me, you will eat me. If I kill you, I will eat you. No, between me and that leopard, who eat you?
I know you are alive, so you killed the leopard.
I killed the leopard. I eat the heart.
Wait.
And the liver, because it was an agreement. If you kill me, you will eat me. If I kill you, I will eat you. Those are down the mark remaining on my body. This mark reminded me the day I ate the leopard. So you ate the leopard? Yes. The heart and the liver? Yes. How does it taste? I was possessed. Now I can say it tasted sweet by that time.
Okay. So was it raw meat or you had to cook?
No. Cook for what?
Hey. Oh my goodness.
It's just to eat the way it is. Yeah. Even it tasted sweet by that time, because I was having some evil spirit about there. I was possessed with some evil some forces. Yes. So I ate the leopard and we started the journey. Going there again, I met with some rebels. Now they returned me back again, because they came to realize I'm escaping.
Yeah.
And those are the rebels from Uganda now. I have already escaped from Congo.
So you're in the border, or you're in Uganda now?
I was already in Uganda, and these people now, they have to take me again to Congo. Now trying to escape, now finding myself I am in Sudan. Now look this, rebels now appearing in the market, carrying 3 cans with 1,200 bullets in a foreign country, opening the market, because I was trying, just following where I can get the way out for returning back there. But what I did, I went to grab to adapt there's a woman who was trading some things like sweet, but small things. I hold that woman hand and I told her, if you cry or you shout, I will kill you. Now you have to hide me in this house. And I told that woman my story, from where I came from, how I find myself there. That woman cried and she closed the door. Me, I thought she was now going to call the police to come to arrest me, but no, she came at evening with the food and she told me the only means I can escape is just to discuss. I gave her the money. She decided to look for the ambulance, the only ambulance. But you see, somebody not even escaping, that going back to Kenya or where, no, just escaping to take me to the bush. If that ambulance will carry me to cross from those police who are there, I will return to the bush. That's how she did. And the ambulance helped me to go to return to the bush. And I started my journey from square zero, escaping.
Now going to
I returned back to Congo. And then I managed to cross again
to Sudan,
to Uganda. Uganda now escaping, now coming to Uganda, and I met with the rebels, with those rebels near there. Now that's how we were taken again outside from Africa. Yeah, we went to another country, the country which is supporting those rebels. You can't be a rebels without having other country supporting you. That's how I came to realize where this man is getting the weapon, exchanging weapon with the gold. You see, that's why we were 11 students. They trace us like students going to start abroad. That's why I went there now to go to start about weapons. You see, now I went there to start about weapons. 18 months starting.
Which country?
I'm trying to say France. Yeah, that's the way we call people that are supporting those rebels.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went there for training about weapons assembling and whatever. 18 months, I returned back to Uganda.
Wow.
And then now I start now a fresh journey to escape, and I managed to escape because in there I was starting a lot of things. So I came like with another different mind. That's how I planned to escape, and I managed to escape. But before I managed to escape, I met with the people who are another rebels from Congo again, and we were hungry. We were very hungry, and we started debating. They said, because they killed the snake, and we have bread we have it, and they start discussing, this can be meat of today. They say the snake doesn't have the poison. Now they cut the snake, they clean that snake, they boil that snake, and then before they fry it. It was sweet by that time, snake and bread, you see.
Let us just take a break, and then when we come back now, we get to continue with this conversation with this wonderful testimony of Daniel. And I'm telling you, this is an amazing testimony of someone who has gone through a lot. Yani, I can imagine all this, and you are still a teenager.
Yes,
you're still a teenager.
Yes.
Well, okay, let us take a breather. We'll be back in a moment.
96.9 FM Pearl Radio.